No. It's so delicious. You work on video game. Are you working on your stuff?
I do my stock show right now.
So today is a school day, right?
Yes.
Tonight is
No, tomorrow is a school day.
a school day, and after that is not, and after that is not.
After that is a school day. Today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. Hey, what's up, Mohammed? Let's try to get IBD up here real quick. Tesla rival jumps. Oh, you're off tomorrow, Mohammed? XPEB looks like they jumped. That's Mohammed. Say Mohammed. There you go. So they're up at 36, which is up here. Not too bad. Tesla. No school for you, Mohammed. That's what you think, okay? That's what you think. Don't be tardy. They're going to count it against you. I still have to check in every day. Otherwise, I get weird emails. But somehow they keep calling me James, which is my son's name. I don't know how that works.
My name's James. Not my daddy's name.
All right, Tesla looks like a fairly neutral open. Markets are fairly neutral. Everything's pretty fairly neutral. BTC looks like it's gonna just keep blasting off. GBTC up here in 18, off of the 10, already up 80%. Pretty substantial move for GBTC. Not sure it's gonna. We're already above this high in Bitcoin. I'm not so sure if we're gonna get up to 38. That would basically be a double from where we're at right here. But good volumes here recently. All right, then we got so Planetar's up 5, Baba's up 2, JD's up 4.5. That's pretty good. FRPX, 5 Prime Therapeutics. Not sure who they are. Fossil Group. Haven't seen Fossil in a very long time. And Vroom, down 12%. So all optionable. Minimum volume 100,000. That's quite a bit. All right, there we go. Let's go with mark percent change. Pinduo Duo, PDD. Fossil Group, Cell H up 11%. Haha. Too bad I have none. Lemonade's up 5% today. Grow Generation Corporation. Snap, Baba, NIO's up 3. All right. All right, so not too bad. All right. Our open Sell H leading us today after earnings. Makes sense. JD 5.5. Wow, bouncing back pretty big. A huge romp down to the 50. Peloton, D-Dog, Beyond Meat, NIO. Wow. Can't stop, won't stop. Won't quite go away. GBTC hanging out here. Zooms yesterday was trying to claw its way back. Looks like a little bit of extra clawing today. Snap. Not bad. Snap. Riot Blockchain up 4%. There's XPEV hanging out. Not too interested in that. Not too interested in Lemonade, really. Gotta be honest with you. I'm not too. Chart's a little off. Company's a little off. Right now. NIO, though, it's just ridiculous. All right. Tesla. Not bad. Tesla getting super tight. Not sure if it's ready to blast off. I hope it's ready to blast off. Our volume is getting pretty negligible. You know, one thing I'd like to do, we'll take a look at our buddy Apple, see if it ever had any crazy symmetrical triangles in any of its crazy runs back in the kind of the mid 2000s. 2013, there's one not towards the end of a crazy run. There's a decent one that didn't go very far. Had a lot of volume on that topping day. All right, that's on the way up, 2009. No real crazy symmetry. Tesla's chart is very symmetrical. All right, so it's 2002. I think that's when Jobs comes back in May. Let the games begin. There's a decent one right at the top. What's that at? 60 cents? And that just blasts off. So this thing goes from 30 cents, this thing doubles, and then blast off, then puts a much larger pattern into 1.4. There's a nice one. 1.2 to 1.6. Not exactly the same, but a very nice consolidation after a run up that continues. So 1.2 to 1.6 is 40%. It's about a 30% run. So that would put Tesla at what's 30%? 150 bucks. That's 650 bucks for Tesla if that were to go on a 30% run. And then larger basing structure. Looks like it reset the base count. Kept going. Another reset of the base count. That's 2005. 2006. 3 to 1.6. So yeah, that's not a base. Yeah, that's definitely not a base. And then rallied into 2007. All right, let's take a look at Amazon. Similar situation. Those are two of our biggest leaders for the past umpteen years. All right, so there's a big long base. Tesla had one of those. There's a second one. Tesla kind of had two of those. And then we have big long moves up. 100 up to, and nothing really super cordial there. And you had a nice cup and handle right there, maybe. Then a base on base. And that wasn't even maybe a base on base on base, but that's only a 30% run. And then you had, okay, so there's a bunch of nice legs. There's just a cup, maybe a high handle. I don't think that qualifies though. Looks like a cup and handle with your handle right there breaking out. It doesn't go for a couple of months, but gives you that on the far right side of the chart. Not quite what Tesla has, a big symmetrical triangle, but not bad. And a much larger base in our current situation. And we're up here. So nothing specifically like Tesla. It's just a beautiful symmetrical triangle sitting right in the middle. Hopefully right in the middle. That's the hope, right? That is a very, very tremendous setup. I like that a lot. All right, sell H up 12. JD, NIO gaining a little more. NIO not giving nothing up. Nothing. Peloton trying to bounce back. GBTC holding strong. Beyond Meat trying to come back to it. Took it hard the other day. Now you Planeter. Fastly, Paycom. Oh, look at that Tesla. Look for that 650 situation. I always say 650 for Tesla. Mm. All right, we should do it prior to that. All right, sell H, beautiful pattern, broke up on earnings. Looks good. XPEV, NIO, another new high for NIO. Geesh. Still can't sell this thing off. Myrna, another new high for Myrna. I don't know. Myrna may be gone. Wow. Stupid. JD still looks pretty good. NIO, Huya. Peloton, Snap. Ethan, why do you leave my door open every time you come in here? Seriously. Hold on a minute. All right, Paycom. Hey, what's up, Rob? Fastly. GBTC, good amount of volume right there. Very Fine Foods, looking pretty good. That's holding very stable at about that 3. Seems to be its kind of equilibrium point at the moment. Okay, RH. I looked at this yesterday. I wasn't super happy with the volume, but I guess I should have been. Gapping up today. Good move on RH there. Coming out of this larger consolidation. You're definitely still within a buy range. Yeah, it's a flat base on RH. So you're talking a 420. So 20% of that would be $84. So that'd be $500, basically. The question is who, what, when, where, why, and how. Yeah, volume's a little bit quirky, however. I'm not sure it's going to do 5 by the time I'd want it to do 5. EXPI is doing some interesting. Does look like a very large head and shoulders pattern. Arguably with a neckline right there at the moment. We can get rid of this. Get rid of a couple of these actually. Yeah, that's not looking that bad. Take a look at Beyond Meat. Yeah, Beyond Meat took it on the chin after earnings. Good amount of volume down there. Slicing through the 50-day, not a good sign. I'm going to keep away from that one. Space is still an intriguing proposition. I think it tried to sell off yesterday. Looks like it didn't. No, must have been the day before it sold off a little bit. Okay. What's up, Ellie? Yeah, not a whole lot going on today. I'm still intrigued by space, though. I still kind of like this one. What is this? March. So if we can hold off for 4 months, we'll have a fairly tight spread. Not really tight. 10 to 25. 27 is not really tight, but tighter than to 42. Not sure it'll wait though. Not sure it'll wait. Yeah, NIO just it was just an all-time highs. Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah. It's okay though. So far, it doesn't appear to be blasting off. It did just find some resistance. Volume's also declining up here. Yeah, I'm not buying that. No. Volume's also declining up here. Earnings coming up soon too. I mean, it already had a spectacular run. I don't know what else you expect from it. Not you personally, but you know, people. Basically just doubled in about a month and a half. So not to say it can't continue going up, but it's a different signature than over here. That's for sure. Yeah, it needs something for sure. I agree. The X probably looking a little intriguing. Definitely willing to watch it at this stage. Looking for some lower volume if it can hold down here. That could be interesting, but it also may need some time to rest. But EXPI just looking pretty good. Could go into another larger basing pattern. Holding at the 40 is not bad. I don't see anything that I'm really super intrigued with. Micron is still very interesting from a very long-term turnaround play here. This is a decent one. I do still like Micron. Not really jumping in front of it though. AMD still doing pretty good in its flag here, or pennant, whatever you want to call it. So the breakup the other day really didn't have any volume, was just average, and reverted on us with the weirdness in the market. So if it holds here, though, the good thing is you have 2 higher lows, which is pretty good. So maybe we'll start to move out in a little bit. D-Dog was really hammered the other day. Does not. Oh wow, that's a big close yesterday. Closed at the high of the day. After coming back down to some recent support here at about 80. Still above the 200-day moving average, so it's kind of within the bounds of play, if you will. I mean, under the 50-day isn't a good thing. I don't like how it crossed the 50-day. Wasn't super high volume, so wasn't necessarily a dead play, but that excruciatingly high volume. So you got this candle is higher than it. This one actually is not. So you could argue if it stabilizes around here a little bit, you could find yourself in a situation where you could start curling back up to that 118. I don't know how long that would take, though. I want to click on NVIDIA, but it's playing tag with me. All right, we go Facebook, I guess. So take a look at some of the big ones since we're talking about Facebook. Facebook not bad up here, sitting right up at highs. Pretty tight consolidation. A cup and handle or something. Let's take a look at Apple. With what looks to be a pretty darn good Mac. Pretty darn good Mac. So, but Apple not doing bad. They're chopping around all the shorter term time frame moving averages. Actually, today they're all converged. Look at that. they're all at that point. They're all right there in the same like 10 cents, other than the 200, which is at 92. That's funny. So Apple losing a lot of momentum here, but also not losing any ground, which is arguably standard Apple procedure. Apple doesn't like to lose ground. This company, they just make so much money. Man, watching that event I watched the event. Oh, if you guys haven't seen the Apple M1 One Last Thing, I think they call it Apple One Last Thing. Yeah, if you Google Apple One Last Thing, you can watch that. It actually gives you a decent view of their new headquarters, which is kind of cool. They arguably have the coolest, what looks like a lunchroom I've ever seen, with 50-foot doors that open 150 feet. It's pretty cool. I'm sure they've done a full tour, but if nothing else, that's a good way to get a view of it. So, but Apple, I mean, really, if you go to the weekly, just absolutely extending up in such dramatic fashion. Just beyond almost all expectations. Maybe looking a little bit like this. Maybe we're going to start topping out here in a little bit. Looking like that. See the large extension, and then we came in for a deeper correction. I don't know, but it looks a little like that. Looks a little bit. Yeah, Amazon doing good. Yeah, I think the stabilization is great. And we're having narrowing ranges. We have two lower highs, one higher low. I think that's good. Amazon still a little bit more choppy, looking a lot more like a topping pattern, but it's Amazon. I don't know what kind of topping we're going to be getting. Double head. Maybe there's your shoulders. It's possible. It's possible. Yeah, they're going to have to come out with some kind of, I don't know. I hate saying they're going to have to come out with stimulus. Really doesn't sound very good. Because it's not. Longer triangle bow flag. Could be. I'm not sure if it's really a triangle at that point. And the tip in this is when I'm getting Social Security. It's going to be way out to the right. Which that just reset all my damn charts, didn't it? Every time I do that, it changes my axis to the right, or bars to the right. So, well, regardless, it could be a sideways range about the 34. I would put it more sideways probably than anything else. But sideways ain't bad for Amazon. Just makes it work off and then get a couple earnings calls in there. $12. Look at over here. We're 7, 5, 4, 6, 5, and then 10 and 12. Coronavirus really giving them a shot in the pants. That's probably one of the catalyst for the coronavirus here is probably one of the main reasons why it did so good and it was able to have a unicorn trade. Oh, you got it right yesterday? All right. Yeah, I think some of these Bitcoin derivatives are going to do pretty good. This is starting to look better. Starting to squeeze here above the 50-day. It's starting to look a little better. Up 5%. Looks like Bitcoin. Let's take a look at BTC for a minute. Oh, Bitcoin's stumbling a little bit. Okay. Odd, but is what it is. With Riot up 5%, not sure how Bitcoin's stumbling. They do have earnings. Did they already have it? Oh, they already had earnings. Yes, 3 days ago? How did I miss that? Well, they didn't do anything. They went down a little bit. They beat estimates, but they still lost money. If they were to actually gain something, maybe that would be good. I don't know. I'd almost rather play GBTC than Riot. Although GBTC today is a little less volatile than Riot, also a lot more volume, and up 3% where Bitcoin's only up 1. SellH leading the charge today on earnings breakup. Pretty decent right there. XPEV. Myrna continuing up. Nice right there. Another vaccine company for the COVID. KGKG. Oh, you may be trying to... And not a lot of volume down there on the cage. Snap. Consolidating a bigger move. JD.com coming back after very, very quick move down to the 50. All right, RH looking good. Breaking out right there. Zoom trying to bounce back. NIO can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, that's about it. NASDAQ does appear to have flattened out here. 2 days of, well, I guess 1.5 days, 1.25 days of some pretty strong selling. The NASDAQ kind of quieted up real quick. This dog's barking too much. I'm going to have to go tell him to knock it off. Be an old man. Be quiet, kids. Twilio. Twilio, not too bad, Ellie. I'm not loving it. But not too bad. Consolidating very nicely right there. PLL. Nice tight action. A small curl starting to develop here. Not sure if it's going to amount to much, but looks like a break over that 25.59 would be pretty good. All right, I got to get on the dog. Hold on a sec. All right. Yeah, PLL not doing too bad. I'm not sure if it's going to go up, very, very quickly, but it could start working out for the next couple of months to work its way higher again. Let's take a look. I don't think PLL is going to be on. Yeah, it does look like accumulation. I got my IBD back. I'm not sure the numbers are going to look very good on IBD. How's my computer so damn slow? It's annoying. $10 later. Is that my computer or frickin' IBD's garbage website? It's IBD's garbage website. They changed your search engine to suck. Okay, that's good. Sheesh. Now I kind of hope these guys go bankrupt. Ah, it's big. There we go. 99 relative strength rating. 9th in the industry group. Australian-based company engaged in exploration and mining of lithium in North Carolina. Yeah, I can, but what the hell letters are those put together? That's weird. That's too weird, Rob. It's too weird. All right, 77th ranked ninth in composite rating. 56% EPS change last quarter. 99 price and volume rating. B plus accumulation. 3.5 up down volume is very good. Very good right there. Market cap. There it is. 253 million, so it's a tiny guy. Super tiny. Super, super tiny. All right, let's look at whatever random letters that Rob decided to throw our way. PXS, garbage. EDRY, popped up garbage. ZCMD, coming down, popped up garbage. All right, good job, Rob. Congratulations. I guess the question is, what do they do? D-Dog. Oh, no, I was going to look at Trade Desk after earlier. I looked at D-Dog. I wanted to look at Trade Desk because they kind of are in the same industry group. Not too shabby. Yeah, still nothing great. I think we're still working it out. Bulk cargo vessels. Okay. EXPI 3%. Well, if you want to look at any of them actually more closely, I was just playing with you. We can do it, I guess. PXS, I'm sure E-Dry is a cargo vessel. Although, why are you looking at cargo vessels? This does not look like anything you want to be involved in. EDRY, that sounds like a cargo vessel company. They're popping up today for some reason. Looks like our IPO a couple of years ago. Better than expected results. Okay. Fairly common reason to pop up. All right. Not too bad. And then the dumbest one of them all, ZCMD. Anytime I have to type on the bottom row of my keyboard predominantly, I'm not a happy person. You want me to what? Type on the bottom row? Oh. All right, this one not so bad. Not sure what ZCMD is, although it is on the NASDAQ, so IBD should have it. I just feel so wrong. Zhou Zhongshao Inc. Class A. Google, Alphabet, Facebook, Douyu, rank number 30, composite rank 33, not even applicable composite ranking. 0 EPS change, 6% last 3 quarters average EPS change. They are a winner. 3-year sales growth rate 25%, 21%, pre-tax margin 29%. D minus accumulation distribution. Looks horrible. Thanks for shopping, Rob. All right, Sell H. Looks like it's holding its own up here. Pretty good. XPEV, KG looking like it may have a pop. You may be able to sell some KG, Rob. Fastly. NIU not doing too bad up here. Asked nothing quite ready. Myrna's probably one of the more interesting ones, but it's up a little too high. NAO's interesting. Man, if this thing just keeps rocking, that's gonna be amazing. Riot does look very good from a pattern perspective on the daily time frames. A pretty nice cup and handle right there. ServiceNow, Peloton, yeah. I mean, Bitcoin's really the best looking thing in the market. What, you're in Myrna? I'm already like 12 stocks past that. I'm not sure which one you're in. It's probably Myrna. Or is it Cell? Cell H. That one looked good too. A little high though. Would have had about before earnings. Oh, right. Gotcha. I still have some of my right too. Carvana not looking too bad. One of the better looking ones here on the dealio. It is after earnings. Really, unfortunately, not a lot of volume to speak of. Better than most. I'm looking for something that it looks intriguing. I may just jump back a bunch into TQQQ. I don't know how much more heavy Tesla I want to go. I gotta be honest. I'm just not quite sure how much more Tesla heavy I want to get. Nvidia holding up here above the 500 level is pretty encouraging. Intuit actually not looking bad. At the same time, though, Ellie, I mean, if Tesla starts to go up, what else are you gonna do? I'm probably gonna have to buy more. I don't know. Very Fine Foods actually looking stabilizing out nicely at about the $3 level. That's actually doing pretty good. Shangja continued to serve as Takata's vendor and partner in China and will provide a range of services, including medical editing, document coalition. They have a document coalition? Seems like Samantha could do that on her lunch break. But Very Fine Foods setting up nicely. Donkey Kong. Maybe Donkey Kong is settling down over here, ladies and gentlemen. That was not too bad. I'm not enthralled with it, but I'm also not ditching it completely. It is under the 50-day. I'd like to get above the 50-day. That would be good. You have a high or low. We talked about things declining in terms of selling pressure. Popped up, handled the market sell off nicely here, and now we're just chilling. So I think Donkey Kong, although I'm not sure how many weeks it's going to take for it to get going again. Netflix in an interesting place. Look at Netflix. It's actually down relatively in the low part of its range. It's a little high. Wish it was 2 days ago. Wish I was interested in this 2 days ago. Could get up to 550. That'd be a nice 10% bounce for for Netflix. I'm not sure why Netflix would fall off a cliff up here. For a 10% move, it's got some decent option opportunities on it. Going out to 1231 to get the 550, you're looking at about 90%. Which is right there. Seems like it could happen. It's been up there. Yeah, so it could do that before there. That's not too bad. It's not a bad one. Yeah, I'm not mad at Netflix at all on that. Amazon a little bit too elevated for any kind of play like that. BLFS. There's MJ with huge volumes. Looks like we're settling out about the $13 level. So you're going to have pretty big resistance up here at 24. Yeah, it didn't really. Yeah, those were good signatures there. That was a pretty. Man. Constellation Brands. I really have a feeling that you doing nice down here. You doing some good work. Oh, they got earnings. It is today after market. You with earnings today after market. CRM with a double bottom base. 270 alert level. Salesforce hasn't had a tremendous amount of momentum lately, but it's been doing good. Generon not too bad. Weibo, WB, curling up. Even on the weeklies, curling up. Could that be a bigger change in behavior? Looks like it could. I wonder if this would qualify. Ellie? Not quite a unicorn trade. We're a little bit extended for that, but if you go back a year, our range is, I guess, relatively benign. Is Weibo good stock? It's a good question. All very valid questions. 89 composite rating. Chinese provider of social media platform for people to create, share, discover Chinese language content. Whatever that means. Negative EPS, not very good. Negative sales, not very good. Pre-tax margin, great, 41%. That's really good. That's their pre-tax margin? Jeez. That's huge. Accumulation, up-down volume is good. Definitely getting healthier, extending away from that 50-day line there. I don't know about disruption though. I'm not in China to really. So yeah, probably won't do that. Let's take a look at it. See what it do. I mean, in reality, I guess you've got that, which we've already broken through. So then I guess what are you looking at in terms of a return? So yeah, I would argue this is not a unicorn trade. Could be a long-term turnaround play though, which is not exactly the same thing. Unicorn trade is a long-term turnaround play on steroids, crack, meth, bath salts, and lots of blowjobs. Whatever that does for you, I don't know. Just had to throw something else in there. Took it up to 74. If we're lucky. Hmm, 74 is not too bad. Shh. Don't tell him, Ellie. Don't tell him my secrets. It's messed up, man. I'm not going to overextend myself there too much. Hope that's not going to be the line. Our moving averages are starting to diverge. So we should take on a new trajectory. Let's check out the 200 or the daily. Yeah, boy. There you go. 10, 20, 50, 200. Moving averages just starting to diverge right there on that earnings call. You'd already be up pretty big, 32% in Weibo. Even though your volume isn't that extraordinary. It's a little late. It's a little late to the ball game. So it looks like this is this would be your flip, because there's your 50 and your 200 have now flipped. So you're up not too far from there, about 13%. You know, it should run some statistics on that. Once you have all those moving averages above each other, what types of runs happen? I think that would be interesting. But yeah, I mean, maybe this does it by the middle of the year. That's some pretty good. That's a 600% on the 60 in April, if it'll do it by April. That's up to 75. So that's probably a little aggressive. So that's that move. If that move's going to happen, that's a pretty aggressive move. Other than that, you have to go to January of the following year, which drops you down significantly. At the same time, though, you can sell it prior to that. You don't have to give it all the way to. I mean, like if it tops over here, you're still going to be. So it's 184% is the biggest one. If it gets to 75 by the beginning of next year, which is still really good, 184%. And then if it gets it there sooner, it'll be in the 200s, 300s maybe. So that's not a horrible. It's not a horrible option. I'm gonna save that one, the 45 for 184. Not really ready to jump all in on it yet, but that is an interesting opportunity on Weibo. All right, let's go take a look at NIO. Apparently, it's still doing stuff. Guys are all freaking out about it. 6%. Yeah, sorry, Rising. You did say thoughts on NIO. I don't know, man. It's up a lot. Has earnings coming up. They're just not selling it. There's just no whatever selling pressure is being bought up by other people. I think NIO is a good business. It's a good company. It's in the right industry right now for the market, for the theme of the market, which is electric cars. Of course, I also think Tesla is there too. But I don't know if it's going to have the run NIO is going to have. Let's go look at the NIO numbers on IBD, which we haven't been able to do. 812, I got to go. Damn it. 96 composite rating. Tesla #1 in the group. Tesla NIO race XPEV, and then FCAU, Fiat Chrysler. Nice. 67% EPS change last quarter, 45% EPS change current quarter, 140% sales change. Holy shit. 508%. I am not mad at all at this business. Holy fuck. 37% change in funds owning stock, 8 quarters. This is, you want to see Randy's wet dream? It's this right here. Just all of this. It's not, you have a red here and an NA here and a couple NAs and a red right there because there's no 3 years annual earnings growth rate. But this is Randy's wet dream right here. Oh, they're not making a profit, which is why they fail on the pre-tax margin, on the SMR rating. But your sales at 140%, that is amazing. 3-year sales growth rate is off the chain. Wow. It's awesome. It's phenomenal. I'm gonna have to buy it again. This daily looks super solid too. Like that is super solid. I'm sorry. That is just extraordinarily solid for NIO. But I do have to get going, guys. I may buy this a little later today. But I got to get going. It's already 8:15. Power hour starts in an hour and 45 minutes, and I have to do a newsletter and actually walk or move or something. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Stay safe.